good day to you. I'm BJ Arnett, and this is This Day. Today is a special day for me. It's almost like I'm opening up a birthday present. I don't know if I've shared this with you guys in a while, but my husband and I, about a year and a half ago, began our trek to a healthier lifestyle by choosing to step away from chicken and beef. And we became what thought we were just vegetarians. And then education is a wonderful thing. We are pescatarians. So occasionally we will have fish with our meals, but we are moving swiftly towards this plant-based lifestyle. And I'm going to tell you, when I go to the grocery store and I see the chicken wings that I used to love, I mean absolutely love, I'm like, I can't even see that anymore. Well, my guest is Rennee M. Beavers, who is all about that healthy lifestyle, living on purpose and living out loud in a way that helps you live longer and stronger. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I really do feel like I'm opening a present because of the journey that we are on. So I've got all of these, okay, how do I cook this moment?
Okay.
There are foods that we culturally have been raised on, and I have been in Atlanta since I was 17, so I'm officially a Southern girl. And when I got married, I cooked all those things for my husband that my grandma told me was a good thing to cook for your husband. And I probably put a good 40 pounds on the man that I'm praying that he has now forgiven me as he has lost it all now. But it was about make sure you have enough sugar in the sweet potato. Yams is just better than the sweet potato because you can put that's so bad. You can put 2 cups of sugar and 2 sticks of butter, and you just keep putting it in there until it no longer looks like a sweet potato, but something different.
Other.
Yeah, the other. So how do you get to living on purpose this healthy lifestyle with food as your friend instead of your enemy?
Well, one of the things that I really try to explain to people is that rather than telling them what not to eat, I try to show them how to take what they're already in, that they really enjoy, and instead of using animal products, I show them how to use plant-based products. Like instead of using animal butter, we use grapeseed oil.
I use that now, and I'm just like, oh, this is good.
And it's not only good for you internally, it's good for your skin, it's good for your hair, it's good for your digestive system.
That I did not know.
They call it the beauty oil. So it's a great product. And so a lot of it is just, like you said, changing people's mindset, getting them to become aware that a lot of the things that we're doing are more negative than positive. And so showing people how to enjoy some of the same foods, but exchanging the heavy sugars and processed sugars and molasses and all, all these extra sugars. So you're really not eating the yams, or you're really not eating the greens, you're eating the animal products.
Exactly.
And so what I try to teach people is to start off with their sides. Start, making your sides with onions and garlic and bell pepper and spices.
The thing that I can never go to the grocery store and not get now is onion, yellow pepper, red pepper, green pepper. I have to have my peppers in order to get
the nutritional trinity.
Exactly, in order to get the flavors that I want now. But I had no idea how important all of this was until I started doing the research. When we look at the health of Americans today,
makes me sad.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's sad. Every advertisement is about this size 2 girl, but every woman you see is carrying an extra 15 to 25 pounds on the average, and that's now said to be 85% of adult Americans are having this health weight issue. And now it's been transferred to our children, who are now obese as early as 9 years old.
Right. And then you have the flip side of that, where they're showing people who are extremely overweight, and they're giving us this idea that that's healthy. And so you have to have the balance of showing people that it's not about your size. I always say, don't guess, get a test. What's your cholesterol? What's your glucose? All of those things are just as important. So it's never about the
size itself. No. It's about how healthy you are in that size.
Right. Because I always say when the weights come off, the weight will come off. And really being overweight is more of a reflection of the condition of your heart. And so many of us have this love relationship with food, when really I try to tell people, reserve your love for people and not things and food, because those things can't love you back. So it's really a whole mindset mindset shift of getting people to understand that food is supposed to serve us. And for many of us, we're serving the food. We're serving the food.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
I had no idea that when I consistently pull back on sugar, and when I do that, I feel a big difference in my body. My body wants me to get that sugar. As simple as having a cup of coffee and watching the increase of your sugar in just a teaspoon versus 2.5 teaspoons. People will say to you, it's just coffee. When you go to your favorite coffee shop and you have the flavored da-da-da-da-da, you're still looking at a major amount of sugar, and that sugar is not your friend.
Yeah. Well, sugar is not so much the enemy because fruits and vegetables have sugars.
The right sugars.
But it's just a matter of making sure that when you're eating sugar that there's fiber, vitamins, and minerals. So when you're eating ultra-processed sugars, the more of those things you eat, the more you're going to crave them, because there's a part of your brain that becomes addicted to that cycle of the spike of your insulin. And so I tell people, if you're trying to get off sugar, the best way to break any unhealthy relationship is to fast. Because the Bible doesn't say if you fast, it says when you fast. So that's a big part of this, is teaching people to take responsibility, take control, and to make some changes in their daily lifestyle with food, because it's the one thing we all have in common. And it's the one thing that we've ignored as the culprit to our health. We blame our genetics, we blame sugar. But most of us eat more animal products than we do sugar.
Well, I know you're an author, and you have 2 of your books here, but you've got a step-by-step, do this, do this, do this. Start me off on my Monday morning, or does it for me happen on Saturday in the preparation of my week? How do I make this happen in a busy lifestyle?
Well, it starts with the I decided moment, that you decide that you want to change and that you don't want to be in a cycle of dieting. I don't say you should wait until Monday. You should make your decision at that meal. Because if you get in the habit of waiting until the next day, that means you have a whole nother day to do damage. So you should make the decision at that moment that you want to change. And it starts off with saying, what's in the throne of my heart? Because I always teach the importance of priority. We have 3 principles: the principle of priority, the principle of forgiveness, and the principle of understanding the fact that so many of us have things from our past that are unresolved. And so prioritizing, starting off with prayer, spending some time with the Lord, breaking your fast, because we fast every night, breaking your fast with things that are better for you, like a green smoothie, clean water. Even if you're going to have coffee, having it without all the extra things in it. But it's really not so much about giving your body what you want, it's giving your body what you need. And that's a part of training yourself. I tell people that they should have 9 cups of fruits and vegetables every day, beans and seeds, and that kind of crowds out the counting calories and measuring and weighing. If you get those things first and make that the priority, then you have more, the room that's left over will be for the things that are not as essential.
Okay, so I'm going to be perfectly honest. You just said 9 what?
Cups of fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, and seeds a day.
Okay, so if I have that, when do I get the good stuff?
Oh, yes.
I'm your worst student.
There you go.
I'm just bad.
That's the whole purpose of it, is because if you focus on what you have to have, there won't be as much room for what you've gotten into the habit of treating yourself. We treat ourselves too much.
That sounds like a lot.
It is. And so if you start off
the principle means I get all that in. I don't have room for anything else.
There you go.
She's tricky.
Yes. The Bible says to be as wise as a serpent and as gentle as a dove.
There you go. And I think the key thing that you're saying here is that all of these ways that you're introducing into a new lifestyle breaks the old lifestyle.
Exactly.
So in the process, I've gotten past thinking about, oh, let's lose weight here. I've now transferred to let's live our best life ever.
Yes.
And that living that best life means that I've made some practical changes in my household. Now, when I go to the grocery, there's everything introduced to us at the grocery is the wrong thing. Even those things that say organic are not really organic. Is it heirloom seed that this came from?
Well, I think that if you focus on that, it's like you're majoring in the minors,
you'll never really get to where you want to get.
Because all those are obstacles to you making the real decision. Is this feeding life or is it feeding death? Because we get into these battles and these arguments, and people want to argue about organic and, you know.
It's such a big deal in the stores today.
It is. But it's more important that you eat more green vegetables, that you eat more whole foods, that you're getting more water, that you're becoming more active. The things that your body has to become the priority, and then that kind of makes it easier for you to make a conscious decision towards life and not death.
Rennee, I have to ask, what brought you to the place that you said, okay, enough is enough, this is what I'm going to do?
We started on a fast, and we felt so much better. So I always tell people the goal should be to feel better, because if that's your goal, that's sustainable. If the goal is for the scale to change, that's something that could be based on just the amount of fluid you take in. So feeling better should be the goal. When that's the goal, that gives you something to live for every single day.
When you realize that eating this way made you feel better, and it began to transform your household.
Yes.
You have more energy?
Yes. Oh, my goodness, yes. My attitude, my disposition, my ability to be more patient with people. I always tell you, if you eat more greens, you won't be so mean. Most of us are just fiber deficient, and that's why we're so angry.
I love that. If you eat more greens, you won't be so mean. It even rhymes, so it should just make you smile just the thought of it. But as you're eating right, and as you're moving correctly, and you're seeing all of these results in your life, you're able to tell the story to others. Talk to us about your books and the materials that help people live this out, because it is not easy, and if you don't have a guide, it makes it a little slower to get through the process.
And I think a part of it for me is that it's not from a clinical, or it's not from a textbook, it's a lifestyle, because I live it every day. And that's why I always say it makes me a perfect journey guide, because I'm living it. I'm in the journey with you to help you and show you from a real person's perspective. So it's really practical, it's really simple, and it's things that you can do every day that even a child could practice. But it's about changing your mindset and your habits and your priorities.
First thing, change your mindset.
Yes.
Second thing, change your habits.
Yes.
Third thing?
Change your priorities.
Change your priorities.
Because we are so used to being led by our appetites, and our appetites is what's gotten us here. And we have to use a different motivation other than just something being sweet and tasting good.
That is so amazing. It seems so simple, but yet you see how you have to make that first decision to make the changes really roll and happen.
Exactly.
How can people get in touch with you to be able to, you know, sometimes you want to read a book, and other times you just want to go on a website and just get that webinar, or get that talking to, or get that, you need to stop it, go do it the right way. You know?
I'll do that too.
Yeah. Sometimes that's needed.
It helps.
You know, my husband always says to me, which one do you need? You know, tell me which one you need. I'll give you what you need.
Yes.
So how can you help people with that part that they need? How do they get in touch with you?
Well, we try to make sure we fit every person's needs, because we have a website, RenneeMBeavers.com, RenneeMBeavers. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have YouTube, we have Pinterest, we have our, we actually do plant-based dinner experience. So all those things can be found on our website at Rennee M Beavers. They're welcome to give us a call at 404-936-1642. I would love to be a part of your journey.
Rennee M Beavers with an S.com, and that gives you all the information that you need to walk it out and to have someone walk it out with you. You don't have to do it alone anymore. You can actually have someone to whine with. To whine to, and to have someone say, get it together, girl, you can do this. I'm going to talk you through it. You know, it's an important thing to step out, to do those things that you know will work. It's another thing to have someone to come alongside and to help you walk it out. You don't have to do it alone. You just have to simply make the decision, start, and never stop. Remember, constant continuance. That's what gets you to the goal. I love you. I'm BJ. Have a great day, and God bless. He loves you so much. Bye-bye.